Welcome, welcome. This is Monsoon Motorplex that, well, I made supercell, um, and then I shrunk it it was a mile and a half, I believe, and I shrunk it to .075.
Alright, here we go, folks.
And that's what we have Monsoon Motorplex here. Got some elevation changes in the corners because it just shrunk the track, and that's how the real track was. They're much more gradual on a bigger track, obviously, but I just smoothed them out and said, that's fun.
How did we go from 7 cars in practice, or 8 cars in practice to 7?
And
Oh, it got
I
DQ'd.
made these. I thought they looked pretty
DQ'd.
good,
Oh, it's
except this
because
is
it's name
backwards,
elevate, or
but
name elevate thing.
no one
Interesting.
can tell.
Yep. So I didn't
It
practice.
says Motorplex, but it's backwards, and I
Alright,
said,
everyone.
it just
Alright,
looks
good
like
luck in
blackness,
queue, as
so
always. No problems.
I don't think that I don't think anyone will notice. Also, Apollo said I should not have pit road banked because I guess he wasn't paying attention. He rolled backwards and got DQ'd. But that's kind of fun, so might leave it. The bottom is definitely where you want to be, but I'm stubborn and I wanted to see if the top is good. I think if I did more laps, I could maybe get it to work. You can drive it in pretty far, especially in turn 3. It's just if you overstep at all, it's wall glue. I haven't driven this track for a while until tonight. Yeah, I thought it was pretty close when I made it. So I'm assuming everyone ran the bottom. Obviously, the top isn't too far off. I was gonna start in the back. Bill's new to NR, I believe. He's all right, but he's new. Rich and Jason are okay, but I just don't want to take a chance. Plus, the front guys might be very fast, and if I start back there, I might burn up my stuff trying to chase him down.
It's a good thing
So this
to
should be
end
fun.
one pole, because in the if you look at the replay, as soon as I exit the pits, I immediately drive into the turn 3 wall.
Nice.
Not paying attention. Or not trying well enough, either or.
Alright, so welcome to race number 11, the penultimate race. Here for Sportsman Season 2, we are live here from the Monsoon Motorplex in Springfield, Nebraska. Huh. Interesting. Anyways, we are live here for a 3/4 of a mile short track. We've all been at this before, so we'll just make the drivers meeting quick and easy. If you do not remember, this is a single file restart league, so we don't line up double file like in GNS. We do single file starts. There is a juice cone at this track, but we're not going to use it because, again, line up single file. We're going to be running 100 laps tonight. We do not race back to the yellow flag when the caution is thrown. The field is frozen. Point of no return is 5 laps to go, which means once the leader takes 5 to go, no more yellows for the rest of the race. If you are the cause of a caution, you must claim it by speeding down pit road. Pit road speed is 45 miles per hour, measured wall to wall. If you cause a caution within 1 lap of a restart, you will be given a restart of shame and must maintain pace speed until reaching the start and finish line. This is to deter incidents from recurring on cautions. We don't want cautions to breed cautions here. Unclaimed incidents will result in a 1 lap penalty, and if you cause an incident after the point of no return, you can pass down pit road at speed to avoid a 1 lap penalty. Though I would say at this track you might want to just take the 1 lap penalty because a pass through is probably going to put you down 2 laps. So keep that in mind. Replays need to be uploaded to the fuel drive. We already know that. And as far as some track notes, not a lot of tire fall off in terms of lap time at this track, but there is a lot of tire fall off in terms of the actual wear meter. So, not a lot of fall off, but the wear itself is going to be pretty extreme as your tires are going to wear into the red late into a run. So you got to be really careful about how hard you're pushing your tires on the early run. We got to at least make it 50 laps if we go caution free, and of course if we get a caution with like 60 to go, you know, may God have mercy on our souls, because it's 64.
I didn't actually look at what he changed the grip and wear stuff to. I assume he changed it.
Also
look,
be wary
actually.
the elevation changes.
Oh, I didn't download the other one.
Goes downhill into the corners
it's fine.
here instead of uphill, as you
I got a
typically
note
would
that
see at a track, so it's a little bit different.
that he
the way
changed
you
it.
Drive in and out of the corners here is compared to a traditional oval, so keep that in mind. The car might get upset on entry and exit in a way that you might not expect. Lots of banking, plenty of room to roam around, and all in all, we've got all the ingredients for what should be a pretty awesome race. So I'll open up now if there's any questions.
I've really only seen people trying the bottom, or like Bill here, if they like kind of miss their entry, then they'll drift up. No one's really been running the top.
It's just a rule change for sportsmen next season, for sportsmen only, just because it's the old cars. We race back to the
That is
We'll do some laps.
a rule that is ingrained in the fuel rule book itself. I would have to talk to Tyler about that.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of racing back to the yellow personally.
Oh, Paulo's car's kind of cool from
Because it
what I
does
could see right there.
cause a lot of plowing incidents. And we want to avoid those types of incidents.
I did not adjust that building.
Just think because it's the old car.
That's funny.
I literally just had this thought like 10 seconds ago, but just
Oh
because it's the
yeah,
old
like
car.
I totally understand where you're coming from on that, but
That is a good
we
reason
want
to
keep our
lower
reputation
or
here
raise
as
pit road,
one of
but
the cleanest racing leagues that there are out there, and I believe greasing the field at the time of yellow is the best way to achieve that.
Understood.
looks like
I'm
my
sorry
wall
if
did
words
not
are
get
coming out properly tonight.
No, I
get the right thing either. That's interesting.
Honestly, I'm almost just as worried
Might have to fix that one. That would be rather confusing, I do feel. Someone's gonna think there's not a wall there.
Yeah.
Shoot.
The yellow comes out.
Alright,
Yeah,
well,
exactly, and I'm not. I
That's
don't want to
kind
do
of
that.
up
I want
to you.
to keep sportsmen underneath the same.
I think I usually have
fuel
people in
rule
front of
set
here, so
as
it
GNS
is not
as much as I
noticeable.
can.
There you go.
That was some wall.
We'll fix that later.
Let's take a look here.
The way, also the corners are not shaped.
And I'm
They're not
really
just an
fighting
even
this thing to
curve.
Make sure that I don't spin out on corner entry.
The curves are not even all the way around. It like starts to bend, then gets real tight in the middle, and then
Also
it
let backups
is
that
easy
after
out.
their timeout.
Oh. So if you kind of, it's harder here at Supercell. You can really get it, but kind of get a later entry, and then you can
Yeehaw.
really accelerate and just let it drift up, because the corner gets easier to turn as you exit. I'm sure he'll move, right? Oh shoot.
Who is barrel rolling in 1 and 2?
I'm gonna assume that's the 37.
Sorry, I don't even know who that
Yeah, I kind of body Vincenzo.
I think I just tapped him. He's fine. Oh yeah,
All right.
Keon got him. Oh yeah, I
I
forgot
now
to turn
know
that on
the
too.
amount of steering angle I want to use for the corners tonight. I'm going to try to keep that ingrained in the back of my head and not exceed that. I'm probably going to violate that on lap 2. And I realize, oh god, I'm slow.
Yep, I think I can get away with under one track.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I could probably change.
As always,
I
I'm
got time.
running big steering ratio, so I like 24 personally. Feels good.
I mean, it works for me.
Let's try 18.
Pit lane is kind of treacherous, just getting off how the banking is.
Watch downshifting in the 3rd. That's the real weapon, honestly.
That seems like it's probably sliding the tires too much, but we'll see.
In my opinion, anyways, downshifting in the 3rd is the real weapon.
Yeah, I think I'm just pushing my fronts now.
And I am shimmying back and forth between throttle and brake on every entry. It is making me work the pedals.
Sorry, Tate.
Oh, you're good?
Crazy. Alright, 100 out of pit this time. I believe someone just followed me. I think that's what that means.
Oh, it's 45. I thought it was 55. I think it's 55 at Supercell. Pretty good grip on pit road. 18 was fast. I think I'd melt my tires. I might melt them anyway. Usually that's kind of what happens. Senran Kagurai. Should be fun though. Sometimes I feel bad when you race tracks that I make because I do a lot of laps at them to make sure they work before I send them to people, or mostly work. And this one we've raced at a bunch of Supercell, and like the corners are still the same, so it's not that different on like how you drive, other than how much brake and how much slower it is. But you can I don't know, if you slow down a little bit sooner, you can accelerate a lot better on exit, it seems like.
Oh, that's bumming me out. Alright, here
But
we go.
it's hard if you're near people, because
100 laps
if
at
people
this
send
track.
it and you're slow on entry, they can
Good grief.
either root you out of your line or get past you completely.
Picking up a second from practice to happy hour is kind of crazy.
Should be fun though.
I do agree. Picking up a second from practice to happy hour is insane. But sometimes it do
Yeah,
be
that's a
like
nice
that.
car.
Yeah, I set a way faster lap in happy hour than qualifying.
I actually downloaded the cars this time. Usually I get in late and I kind of,
I
my
like
6
how
is cut
I,
off.
saved
Don't
my
look at that.
best lap for qualifying. So, why so many
All
laps?
right.
It's 100 laps. It's a short track. It'll be over quick. We do these laps in 20 seconds. That's 3 laps a minute. All right, I am not catching up to the pace car, so I'm gonna stay 50 miles an hour here. Good luck, everyone. Have fun.
Oh, we're 3 wide. All right. They are going a lot faster than I thought everyone would go. Not gonna lie. Just gonna try to bring these tires up to temp a little bit easy.
'96 around in 4.
Get them warm, and then we'll see what we can do about going fast. Apparently lap times don't fall off, but the tires do wear, which I think is how I had it set up initially, kind of. If you get that entry nice and slow, you can nail that bottom and get in to the throttle nice and early. And then forget how to drive the top completely. I think the top is a little bit slower if they nail the bottom too, but still get that big run. It's the fun part about Supercell, which is basically a super speedway. Top's definitely slower through the corner, but you get this massive run off of it. Ike isn't staying right with us. I keep sliding the fronts on entry, trying to get too much. Now we're heating them up. Oof. I'll go back to the throttle so early and it just gets nice and tight in the center. Ah, my bad.
Saved it.
Darn it.
Smooth takeoff, squirrely there.
Ah, yeah, I just got a little loose on the bottom. I tried to catch it before I slid up into you, but and we go again. Hopefully Keith or Matt isn't watching. That'll make him mad. I've decided I must pass them clean, though. Why? Because it's more fun for me, that's why. Let's see here. This is the one I want. Kean's definitely struggling. Let's try this again. I guess he does a good job of cutting the middle there. That makes sense. Thought I'd have a little more room when I got loose. Alright. Paulo's probably just taking it super easy since he has a gigantic lead, which is not great for us. I know how far up Apollo is 6 seconds. Oh boy.
Thank you, Jason.
I think I just need to start running the middle. I feel like it's probably a little bit better. Maybe get a runoff. Might not be. Not if you do that. Does make for a fast turn if you do that, though. That felt fast. Didn't look like I gained any time. Probably lost too much on entry. This was the problem with Supercell when it wasn't a super speedway race too, because of the shape of the corner. Once people figure it out, you can just drive down like this, cut the middle, and then it's pretty much impossible to make speed anywhere that's not on the bottom. Ooh. You just blow a tire, Bill?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, you can just chop the middle of the corner because it gets tight there.
All right.
You can get your angle right and ooh. All right. If you try to do it anywhere else, you just don't have enough track to make it work. Guess I didn't look at fuel. What do we got? So I gotta get to at least 65. I assume most people are gonna try to split it right in the middle.
Thank you, Rich.
Yep.
By the way, I got the black flag after it said you're clear of pit lane. Yeah.
Oh no.
My fourth gear is cooked.
I don't know if I've ever done an actual. Oh, no, I think we did for SummerSlam. I think pit road works, but we'll see. Hopefully.
Fourth gear.
That would not be
I
ideal.
don't like the sound of that noise.
Yeah, I don't have fourth gear anymore.
Shoot.
That's awful. I think third tops out at like
Oh,
108.
that sucks. I'm sorry.
I was hoping this track would have a little bit more grooves as you went higher. I guess if we get to 50 and no one's pit, we will pit. Honestly, maybe 60. Of course, then you go a lap down, and if a caution comes out or something weird. But if we get to 50, that's
I
half.
tried to go low Apollo. I didn't know if you were trying to fake me out.
Trying to fake him out.
Yeah, I got loose in the middle of the corner, and I had pretty much nowhere to go but right into you. I gave you, like, the slightest contact. I'm really sorry about that.
Anyway, if we get to 50 and no one's pit because halfway. But if a bunch of people pit at 50, like I assume people will just split it in halfway. We probably run long because we're still running 20.0 lap times. Unless tires fall off a cliff. Oh, might have to make it to 50 anyway, because, oh boy. Bill must not be able to clear that black. Or he's not having fun. Could be either one. Oh, that scared me.
Alright, I'm gonna check out. See you guys.
All right, thanks for
See
joining
ya.
us, Bill.
User disconnected from your channel.
As long as they don't go red before lap 50. So now I really think people are going to pit at lap 50. Just for tires. See if there's anything on the high side. If I was faster than Vincenzo, it wasn't by much, so let's see if we can make speed elsewhere. And middle and top are like 4/10 slower, which is unfortunate. I think a version of the track I have with the grip and wear, of course I made that for a whole different kind of racing too. Yep. I think it's a little closer just because I was able to get the bottom where you're like you can use it, but it's a little slicker. But I don't know if we've done an actual race on it either, so yeah, maybe 3/10 faster. Usually in the real races where you really learn where the flaws are in your track, because people are always going to practice it and find the quickest way around it, which is nice. Sometimes it sucks because you're like, I didn't even think of that as a line. Do hundreds of laps here and think you've ran it all, and then you get into practice late and everyone's running it completely different from what you had been running it. It's like, oh, yeah, that is faster. Well, back to the drawing board. Got to fix that. I think part of it's set up too. I just don't know if you make it tighter in the center, because then you probably can't roll the top. But if you make it looser, you can turn the bottom more. But kind of need that big run off the top. So that's probably the fastest if you can get your left sides to that line and you just pick up the throttle. Maybe try not to drift on the way into the corner, but hey, wherever goes faster, right? Getting close. I don't know if we can make it 7 laps, but we're gonna have to. Or we're just gonna have to take it a lot easier on this next run. It's gonna compromise his entry.
Thank you, Rich.
Never mind. It did not seem to affect him. I do like that all the tires are wearing pretty even. Usually it's my right front is gone and the other tires are still green. Been getting a little better at that, but so I guess if Apollo was saving his stuff, he could run long. Just be able to push that little bit more the second stint, not have to worry about tires as much. Well, we are going to have to take it easy this next stint. Dang. You think Jason will be far enough back? Oh, yeah. Sometimes if I don't have to, I don't like to announce that I'm pitting.
Yo, alright, last 55, I'm coming in.
It's a pretty bad pit entry, but I did not want to speed because I don't think we're going to have... This hill might get people. It gets people in supercell sometimes. Oh, hopefully 1.5 is enough. It usually is, so it should be. Oh, why are we repairing? Okay.
100 pitting this time around.
Oh, I definitely sped. Nice. I definitely didn't speed. Hell yeah. All right. I probably should announce it. Some people get mad at that, but
96 around in 4.
it probably is in the rules, to be honest.
First
Angle.
up on the track.
Oh,
Yes.
$20.1, not a great outlap. We'll see where we are. I think we were, I want to say 6.5 behind Apollo.
Thank you, Jason.
All right. Did gain a little bit. Now stop sliding your tires on entry. I'm going to have to back the pace way down too, because my tires did not make it to 50, which is bad news considering I have to go over 50. I think we had to go 53, 52, something like that. Yeah, I'm fine if people don't announce that they're pitting, unless it's like right in front of you. It's a common courtesy type of thing, though. We'll see where we come out versus Vincenzo. I was running some 19.7, so I'd assume I'll have a decent gap to him. It's just a matter of, can I get these tires to the end? I'm fine with 19.9s. I think we're going to have a huge gap on Vincenzo. Huh. Cars turned blue there. It's odd. Alright, so back to 6.5 with Apollo. He's pulled away a little bit, like 2 seconds since we kind of have hits. Oh, Jason, where are we going? Vincenzo, 3.5 seconds back. He'll be charging. And he did a really good job saving his tires and going fast, so this will be very interesting, I would say.
Thank you, Rich.
start having a late entry and try to nail the apex. Nope, that did not help. Oh, just kidding. Still ran a 19.8 and I lost, I think, 3/10 to the leader and 2/10 to Vincenzo. They're running 19.6s. $19.7 that lap. Apollo ran like a 5, I think. Another 3/10. That's another 5. Yep. Vincenzo's running 7s. I should probably stop looking at that on entry to the corner. If I can just hold it at 19.8s and 9s the rest of the race, I think we'll be good. I don't know if I'll catch Apollo. 19.5 is crazy pace. Because he pit a lap after me, 2 laps after me maybe. So he pretty much split it in half, I guess. So we started catching him at the end, but not enough, I do not believe. But I also wore my tires out a little more and was running pretty much 20.0s. So if I can be 2/10 faster than that, we'll just gain that much more time. And he just lost a chunk of time that lap. That'll be another thing is, when do we catch lap cars? Oh, thank you, Ike. I'm also fine if lap cars do not give way. Unless they're like, if you're like really off pace or something. But it's a race. They're still like, Ike was racing for position with Keon. Like he's that far back now. So if Keon doesn't pull over for me, and then he has this big gap. I guess if everyone does it, I get it, but. Jeez, Apollo is losing chunks of time. Maybe he's just going easy on his stuff, but my goodness. Oh, that wasn't good for my tires. Well, maybe this is what Apollo had to do, use the outside. Vincenzo's closing in quick with all that. Yeah, either Apollo is saving or he's fallen off a cliff somehow. He's got to be saving. I think I made my tires a little bit unhappy there. Okay, back to the rhythm. Yeah, I think my tires lost a little bit of pace with all that. But like I said, it's part of racing, so And if I wanted to, I could have forced the issue and tried to get low on Keon and root him out of the way, but also now I keep sliding into turn 1, which is not ideal. Yeah, I just gave way to Vincenzo too, and I get it, but it's just like, man, he's just racing for 4th and he gave up so much time. But then again, he is a lap down, so it's like, well, I'm gonna be behind. Gonna have to be making up chunks of time now. 200ths is not gonna do it. Sliding and hitting the apron also not going to do it. I have lost a little bit of turn in the center. There we go. That was better. I missed the apron. Vincenzo's coming. And Paul's smart enough to probably be watching this stuff. And like I said, I'm sure he backed it way down. Man, keep missing the bottom now. We are yellow. That's not good. If I weren't screwed around at the beginning. But that was like the only passing that we did all night, so I'm glad I did. that was the fun part. This is still fun, but just because I'm biased and it's my track. The driving part is fun, having to try to hit your marks, which I don't think I've hit in 30 laps. I'm sure those make it to the end. Missed it. I'll make up 3/10 a lap. That's close. Three-tenths a lap, and then somehow pass the leader in a line that's slower than the bottom. Not enough there. Oh, and I think Vincenzo got our own key on. We'll see what kind of drive he has. Knowing him, it's probably going to be a pretty quick one. Not quite enough. We'll know if Apollo was saving if these last few laps he turns on the jets. Also has to decide, he probably won't catch that lap car even if he's pushing. Thought he was maybe a little closer, but say if he goes slow enough just to keep pace but not catch the lap car, just to help him out. This would be a situation where I could see lap cars pull, like if you were fighting, unless you're fighting another car, but 5 to go. No reason to really push. I think Vincenzo might get to us. I doubt he passes us, but I could be completely wrong as well. Once he gets in the draft, it might.
Point of no return has been reached. Congrats on a caution-free night, everyone.
Once he gets in the draft, it might bring him real close, real fast. Uh-oh. Especially if I do that. Use them or lose them. I only got a little bit to use. I mean, Vincenzo's got to be running 19 still, I feel like. I guess that was probably 20.1. We'll see. I think Apollo was saving a little bit. That was a 20.0 and is the same interval to the leader. Good win, Apollo.
And that's the race.
That'll be the race.
Commanding win, Apollo.
I don't know what happened there at the start. I kind of just got out by 6 seconds and kept it.
Hammer, who?
Top 5 of the track I've never seen before. I'll take it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't remember who it was, but someone went 3 wide on the start, which I was not expecting. It's like, oh, nice. And then we kind of all were.
That was me.
Oh, that was a good move.
Mm.
And then we kind of all were fighting ourselves, and I was like, well, that was fun, but Apollo's gone. Whoops.
But where did Apollo?
Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, I kind of just got 6 seconds to play with. So as soon as I got the clean pit stop, I kind of just
All right.
chilled and ran 20.3.
Figured I'd show off my track.
So,
Needs a little bit of changes. That's the first time I've done like a real race. I think the other one was it's either a fake race, not fake, but like a for fun race or a
that no one wrecked, which kind of made my plan fall apart.
I can't remember. Oh, a SummerSlam, which is fun. But just have a real race, see what it is. Could probably change the way the banking goes in there.
Anyways, good one, Apollo.
I think I'd have to reshape the corners, to be honest.
So
Or just get the less grip on the bottom.
only.
But